Leah, hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you've just landed on one of the most reliable places for important updates about SASSA grants, government assistance, and all the financial news that matters most to you. And today's news. It's big. In fact, it might just be the most surprising and impactful announcement we've had all year. South Africa Social Security Agency, SASSA, has officially confirmed something that many beneficiaries could only dream of. A double payment is being issued in June 2025, and this is not a rumor, not speculation, not a viral fake post. It's real. Official. Signed off. The government has confirmed it. Yes, you heard that correctly. For the first time in years, millions of SASSA beneficiaries will receive 2 full payments in June, all at once, and this is not just for one category. In today's full-length report, we'll take you through exactly who qualifies, how much money is coming, why it's happening now, and when you can expect it to reflect in your bank account or SASSA card. Plus, there are a few critical details that could make or break whether you receive this double deposit, including cut-off dates and approval conditions. So don't skip a second of this update, because this could be a turning point in your financial life, even if it's temporary. Let's get into the full story. South Africa woke up to a financial shockwave this week after an early Monday press briefing from the Department of Social Development, where SASSA executives stood shoulder to shoulder with Treasury representatives and announced a nationwide relief decision that no one saw coming. The government has authorized a double SASSA payment for the month of June 2025, across multiple grant categories. The decision was framed as a direct response to the continued rise in living costs, the harsh economic environment affecting millions of families, and the rapidly approaching winter season that places extra burdens on vulnerable households. Officials made it clear that this is a once-off payment, not a permanent increase, but the impact could still be life-changing. For pensioners, caregivers, persons with disabilities, and unemployed citizens relying on the Social Relief of Distress grant, this double payment could mean being able to put food on the table, buy winter clothing, pay for transport, or finally settle unpaid bills. And while some were skeptical at first, thinking it might be an early April Fool's prank or political trickery, government websites and official SASSA platforms quickly confirmed it. 2 full payments will be made in June. Let's now talk about eligibility. Who exactly qualifies for this double SASSA payout? Will everyone get it? Or are there limitations? The good news is that this relief measure is not restricted to just one group. Several categories of grant recipients are included, making this one of the broadest relief efforts in recent memory. If you fall under one of the following categories and your SASSA application is active and approved by May 15, 2025, you will receive the double payment: older persons receiving the old age pension, individuals approved for the disability grant, parents or guardians receiving the child support grant, recipients of the foster care grant, and the remaining recipients of the war veterans grant. All of these groups are eligible. Perhaps most surprisingly, select SRD grant recipients, those receiving the R370 monthly Social Relief of Distress grant, will also be included, provided they meet additional verification criteria. This marks a significant expansion in support for the unemployed, even if it's a one-time benefit. However, it's important to note that eligibility does require that your application or reapplication was successfully processed by May 15. If your grant is currently under review, suspended, or submitted after this deadline, you may not receive the double payment, though you'll still receive your regular single grant. As always, beneficiaries are encouraged to check their SASSA status online or visit the nearest office to confirm their approval status. So what does double payment actually mean in terms of real money? Let's go through the figures so you know exactly what to expect. If you're receiving the old age grant, which is currently at R2,180 per month, you will receive R4,360 in June. Similarly, those on the disability grant, also paid at R2,180, will see the same doubled amount. Foster care grant recipients, currently receiving R1,180 per child, will see R2,360. For child support grant recipients, who currently receive R530 per child per month, this will double to R1,060 per child for June. If you're a war veteran grant beneficiary, your R2,200 monthly payment will become R4,400 in June. And lastly, for those who qualify under the SRD R370 grant category, if you meet the additional checks, your payment will be increased to R740, not a massive amount, but still significant for those with zero income. The amounts will be paid in full, not split across weeks or divided over multiple deposits. Every beneficiary who qualifies will receive both their regular monthly grant and an equal bonus payment during the designated payment window in June. You may be wondering, why now? Why June 2025? Why not earlier or later? The answer lies in a combination of social and political factors. Economically, the situation for many South African households has reached crisis levels. Inflation has continued to rise, electricity prices have increased dramatically, unemployment remains high, and essentials like cooking oil, bread, maize meal, and public transport are eating up more and more of people's grants. Pensioners and the disabled have been hit especially hard, often having to choose between food and electricity. June is also the beginning of winter, a period that always brings higher expenses for families, especially the elderly and children. With cold weather setting in, heating, warm clothing, and health needs become urgent. Government officials acknowledged that one of the key drivers behind the double payment was to prepare the population for winter by giving them the financial capacity to cope. But let's not ignore the political dimension. With the 2026 general elections on the horizon, this move is likely also aimed at rebuilding trust among voters, particularly in rural and low-income communities that have been hardest hit by economic mismanagement and corruption scandals in recent years. While some critics argue that this is a vote-buying scheme, others see it as long overdue relief for people who've been struggling for far too long. Now for the part you've probably been waiting for: when exactly will the double SASSA payment land in your account? The payment schedule for June has already been confirmed, and it follows the traditional SASSA grant disbursement pattern. The old age pension will be paid on Tuesday, June 4, 2025, and it will include both the regular monthly payment and the additional double bonus, all in one lump sum. The disability grant will follow on Wednesday, June 5, 2025, again with both payments included. On Thursday, June 6, 2025, the child support, foster care, and war veterans grants will be paid. As for the SRD R370 payments, those will follow a slightly delayed schedule, as is usually the case. Payments will roll out between June 20th and June 28, 2025, depending on the completion of verification checks. This includes identity confirmation, income verification, and banking detail validation. If you receive your grant through a bank account, the funds should reflect within 24 hours of the payment date. Those using the SASSA card or withdrawing at retailers like Boxer, Shoprite, Pick n Pay, or Usave will be able to access both payments directly from any SASSA-supported ATM or till point. What happens if you qualify, but the money doesn't arrive as expected in June? SASSA has addressed this concern and confirmed that while most payments should go through without issue, some beneficiaries may experience delays. This could happen if your banking details were recently updated, if your ID verification is pending, or if your status shows any kind of on hold or referred flag in the SASSA system. In such cases, the double payment will still be made, but it may arrive up to 2 weeks later, most likely during the second or third week of June. If your payment hasn't come through by then, you are advised to contact the SASSA toll-free hotline or visit your nearest local office. Make sure to bring your ID and proof of application status with you. To make sure you don't miss this opportunity, there are a few things you should do right now. First, check your SASSA status on the official website, www.sassa.gov.za, and make sure your profile is active. Second, verify that your banking details are accurate and match your ID document. Avoid making any changes to your bank info in May, as this could cause delays. Third, if you've received SMS messages or emails from SASSA requesting additional documents, respond promptly. These are often time-sensitive. Lastly, beware of scams. Do not give your PIN, OTP, or ID number to anyone over WhatsApp or social media. SASSA will never ask for those details outside of its secure portal. Now that South Africa is seeing a bold intervention like this, many are asking, will we see another double payment in December? Or in 2026? The government has not made any promises, but it has hinted that future relief payments could be considered, especially if the economy does not improve or if inflation worsens. Much will depend on how well this June double payment is received, and whether it genuinely helps families as intended. For now, June 2025 stands as a once-off, single-month double payout. Whether it becomes part of a longer-term relief strategy is something we'll keep a very close eye on. So there you have it, the full breakdown of the historic June 2025 double SASSA payment. Who qualifies, how much you'll get, when it's coming, and what to do if anything goes wrong. This is one of the most important financial updates for South Africans in recent years, and it could mean the difference between hardship and stability for millions. If you found this information valuable, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for real-time updates. Share this video with your friends and family, especially the elderly, caregivers, and unemployed, so no one misses this incredible opportunity. Drop your questions in the comments below. I'll be reading and responding to as many as I can. Until next time, take care of yourself and those around you. Stay informed, stay safe, and stay strong.